I'm Chris Urmson. I lead Aurora. I helped found it a few years ago. We build self-driving car technology. Our mission is to deliver the benefits of self-driving technology safely, quickly, and broadly. So the top priorities through this crisis has really been how do we take care of our people, and then how do we keep momentum up as a company. And so we started before the crisis kind of hit full bloom. And then when the orders came down in California and in Pennsylvania for us to actually pull everyone out of the office, of course we complied with that. And at that time, really our objective as a leadership team was helping our employees understand what this meant. How do we keep everyone around? How do we support them through this? And then how do we get them moving in the right direction? Our vehicle operators who spend most of their time in a vehicle driving around obviously aren't doing that today. We've brought them in and helped them learn new skills in analyzing some of the data we have. So they analyze different logs we've collected from our test vehicles on the road and do triage of that work. And so that's been super valuable for us as a company. It's also given them an extra set of skills, which has been super great. One of our core values is win together. We need to pull people with diverse experiences, diverse backgrounds, diverse understanding of the world together to work. Work is one to be successful. But beyond that, it's being part of our community, right? We're working on technology that's really going to have a dramatically positive impact in the world. When I think about that spirit of win together, sure, it's about us supporting one another and building a great product and impacting the world in a profound way. But it's more than just about the company, it's about the company and the community around it. One of the first initiatives we took part in was in Pittsburgh. And so in Pittsburgh, much like the rest of the country, elementary schools and school systems shut down. As part of that, they discovered that many of the students didn't actually have the tools, the laptops or computers to be able to work at home. And so the school district put out a call to raise $50,000 to buy laptops for their students. It felt like a really good opportunity. And from that $25,000 that we contributed, by the end of the day, it raised $150,000 for schools in Pittsburgh. And now it's turned into over $350,000. And so this just little seed that we were able to put out into the community was able to do something to hopefully for a much longer term help bridge the digital divide in Pittsburgh. And so that's a lasting good that's come out of this. It's been a little surprising to see actually how well things have worked in a distributed way, right? The complexity and challenges we faced have been much less about the technology and people being distributed and more about the fact that they're at home with their 3-year-old who can't understand why mommy or daddy is on a computer working all day instead of being there to play. One of the things we did for our employees was an Ask Me Anything, where we had our employees, invite their children to come and ask whatever they wanted to. And it ranged from everything like, what's it like to be CEO of Aurora to if you could be a mythical animal, what would you be? And it was just a lot of fun. We wanted to acknowledge that people are at home with their families, right? It's an important part of their life, and having an opportunity to help them bridge that work-life conflict that we had seemed like a good thing. And it would allow kind of mom and dad to have a chance to talk to children about work and what it means to them. The feedback we're getting from people about how we work together and how we've made the transition has been really positive. I think, we care about our employees and we care about our team. And I think this is one of those moments where that's really shone through, right? And I think people remember how you treat them in the difficult times. And for me, one of the silver linings of this, and I certainly wouldn't wish for this way to get that silver lining, is that I think we've built a tighter bond in the company, and that will really benefit us as we do face even more difficult times for us as a company in the future. The underlying advice I'd give other leaders as they navigate this is lead with empathy, right? That we this is an incredibly trying time for us as a company, and sometimes you can kind of lose a little sight for what it means to our people, and that if you can take that step back and think about how is this impacting our people, how can we help our people through this, right? That literally is the body of the company, right? That's how we're going to succeed. And so finding ways to bring that empathy to them, even if, within the resources you have as a company and enable your people to be successful, I think that's always good advice. And in a crisis like this, it's particularly relevant. There was a lot of value in being an independent player in this space. Early on, we thought about, should we steer towards being part of a larger organization, or should we try to build this platform that can help lift the whole industry? And we decided that the right path was building the platform to lift the whole industry. And part of the thinking that went into that was that if we were part of some larger organization and they have a difficult time or they lose confidence in, and this is the right course of action, that, well, then our mission would be over. And what this crisis has shown is that by being independent, by not being distracted by the challenges that a mothership might be facing, it's allowed us to be heads down. It's allowed us to continue on the mission with focus and continue to hire great people. And here we are today. And so, yeah, it's an exciting time.